Not everyone deserves your energy. Not everyone deserves your time. And not everyone deserves your help. We're taught that kindness means giving endlessly, but giving blindly can destroy you. Some people take your hand, not to rise with you, but to pull you down. And if you want peace, clarity, and strength in life, you must learn this truth. There are certain types of people you must never help. Because the wrong people will drain your spirit, blur your purpose, and keep you stuck in cycles of exhaustion. So today, let's walk together through 5 types of people you should never save, and why protecting your energy is not selfish, it's survival. The first type of person you must never help is the constant victim. These are the ones who live in a storm of their own making. Every situation, every setback, every mistake, it's always someone else's fault. They don't want solutions. They want sympathy. They don't seek change. They seek an audience for their suffering. You can give them advice, time, even sacrifice your own peace to rescue them. But the moment life challenges them again, they'll be back at the start. Helping a victim who refuses to grow is like pouring water into a broken cup. No matter how much you give, it will never stay. And here's the truth. Until they decide to take responsibility for their life, no amount of your help will ever save them. So protect your energy. Don't become the crutch that keeps them from walking. The second type of person you should avoid helping is the energy vampire. These are the people who drain you the moment they enter the room. Their presence feels heavy. Their words are coated with negativity, and their problems are endless. They don't come to you for solutions. They come to offload their pain again and again until you're the one left exhausted. You'll notice that after every conversation, you feel smaller, weaker, less alive. That is the cost of being their silent battery. Helping them isn't kindness, it's self-destruction. Because while you pour light into them, they never shine it back. They only take, leaving you dimmer than before. Protect your energy. You can show compassion, but you are not required to sacrifice your own peace to keep someone else comfortable in their chaos. The third type of person you should never help is the manipulator. At first, they seem grateful. They know exactly what to say to win your trust, your sympathy, your time. But behind every smile lies calculation. They don't see you as a friend or a supporter. They see you as a tool, a means to get what they want, while giving nothing of real value in return. The manipulator thrives on guilt. They'll twist your kindness into obligation, convincing you that you owe them for things you never agreed to. And every time you give in, you lose a little more of your freedom. Helping them is like filling a bottomless cup. No matter how much you pour, it is never enough. The only way to win against a manipulator is to stop playing their game. Draw your line, stand firm, and remember, your loyalty should never cost you your dignity. The fourth type of person you should never help is the perpetual victim. We all go through hard times, but for them, life is always unfair. The world is always against them, and no matter what you do, they remain trapped in their story of suffering. At first, your heart goes out to them. You offer advice, support, encouragement, but soon you realize they don't want solutions. They want sympathy, endlessly. The perpetual victim feeds on your energy, your time, your compassion, without ever taking a single step toward change. And here's the truth. If someone refuses to stand up for themselves, no amount of lifting will carry them forward. By constantly rescuing them, you keep them in the very cycle they claim to hate. It's like pulling someone out of quicksand, only to have them dive back in, because staying stuck has become their identity. So the kindest thing you can do is stop trying to save them, because real healing only begins when they choose to rise on their own. The fifth type of person you should never help is the energy drainer. You know the type. Every conversation with them feels like a storm cloud. They complain, they criticize, they unload every frustration until you feel lighter only because they've emptied their heaviness into you. It's not that they're having a bad day. It's that every day is a bad day, and they want company in their misery. And no matter how much light you try to bring, they will always find the shadow. Helping an energy drainer doesn't uplift them. It simply gives them more space to spread their negativity. And before you know it, you're carrying burdens that were never yours to begin with. Your energy is sacred. It fuels your growth, your peace, your purpose. And if you keep pouring it into those who only drain, you'll have nothing left for the people who truly need you or for yourself. So protect your energy like your life depends on it, because in many ways it does. Now, here's the truth you need to hear. Avoiding these people doesn't mean you're cruel. It doesn't mean you've failed them. And it certainly doesn't mean you're selfish. It means you've learned the difference between helping and hurting yourself in the process. Because every time you say yes to someone who drains you, manipulates you, or refuses to change, you're actually saying no to your own growth, your own peace, and your own future. Boundaries are not walls, they are doors, and you get to decide who walks through them. Not everyone earns that access, and that's okay. The moment you stop trying to save everyone, you finally give yourself permission to save your own energy and to give your best to those who genuinely value it. So how do you actually set those boundaries without feeling guilty or turning every conversation into an argument? Start simple. Instead of explaining your entire reasoning, just say, "I'm not available for this right now." You don't need to justify. You don't need to over. If someone pressures you, repeat calmly, "I already gave you my answer." Notice you're not attacking them. You're not apologizing either. You're standing firm in your truth. And here's the secret. The first few times, it feels uncomfortable. Your body may shake. Your mind may scream that you're being unfair. But the more you practice, the easier it becomes. Because boundaries are like muscles. The more you train them, the stronger and more natural they become. When you stop pouring into the wrong people, something incredible happens. You suddenly have more energy for the right ones. You have time for the friend who listens back. You have space for the work that lights you up. You have clarity to follow your own dreams, instead of living in someone else's shadow. And this shift doesn't just change your schedule, it changes how you see yourself. You start to feel stronger, more capable, more alive. Because every no to the wrong energy is also a louder yes to your own life. And that is how you reclaim your power. One choice at a time. One boundary at a time. One breath at a time. In the end, life isn't about how many people you save. It's about how deeply you choose the people who are worth saving with you. You don't have to be everything for everyone. You don't have to carry those who refuse to walk. Your peace, your time, your heart, they are sacred. And protecting them is not selfish, it's wisdom. So the next time you wonder if you should help someone, pause. Ask yourself, does this lift me, or does it drain me? Does this grow love, or does it keep me stuck? And then trust your answer. Because when you choose wisely, you don't just protect your energy. You create space for the people and the life that truly matter. And that is how you live, not just freely, but fully.